Oh man, so T.I. was questioned by Boosie during a Vlad TV interview due to him telling a story on his podcast expeditiously about telling on his deceased cousin to get off for a gun case. But since then, T.I. has responded to Boosie via an IG caption, but he also sat down with the rich trapper to give an interview. Now, via that interview, he said that he was embellishing the story and basically just joking about a created scenario.
For one, the conversation came from a conversation I was having on my platform, expeditiously. And having a platform, you know, my job, because I am not bound or restricted to nobody's opinion of me. My life don't change. No matter what you think of me, my life gonna remain the same. Right. So I have the luxury or the ability to say things that other people might not say. I can offer some alternative perspective to the way things are being viewed by the majority.
Right. Open up conversation.
Open up the floor for conversation about taboo topics. Free thinking. Right. So I have that luxury, and that's what I was doing. But it came from a conversation that my partner and I were having, and that conversation was, hey bro, if me and you catch a case together and I die before you, it's mine. Right. It's mine. He's like, nah, I can't do that. Yes, you can. It's mine. Why can't you? Right. I don't understand it.
Dead man can't go to jail.
I just don't understand it.
Right.
You understand? I mean, and he said, nah, I can't do it. You know what I mean? He said, man, I can't really say nothing about anybody who do, but I can't do it. So off of that conversation, I created a set of circumstances. You know what I mean? Right. And I thought that the embellishment was clear when I said I talked to my cousin and he told me.
They didn't get the satire in the conversation. They didn't get the change of inflection in voice. They didn't get the fact that you was basically being sarcastic.
Humor, sarcasm,
satire might be too much of a shit for him. Let's call it sarcasm.
Yeah,
he was fucking around.
I taking it from a very real place and adding some embellishment to it to fit the needed discussion.
Right.
Anybody who would call me and ask what really happened is, hey man, what happened? What's up with this? Well, the case was resolved due to a motion to suppress all of the evidence because of an illegal search and seizure. The case was dismissed.
You gotta say it slow for him, bro. You gotta say it slow
for him. The case was resolved because of a motion to suppress all evidence due to an illegal search and seizure. No need to point no finger, say nothing about nobody or anybody about nothing.
That situation shouldn't have happened.
Exactly. That was the argument that my counsel took to the judge. The judge banged his gavel after hearing why they pulled us over.
So as you heard, Tip said that his case was resolved. Therefore, he never even had to actually tell on his deceased cousin. Now, Tip continued to explain throughout the interview that, he had the paperwork and Boosie can easily pull up to see the truth about this story. To hear this full interview though, just hit the link in the description and show love to the rich trapper for getting this exclusive. Now, me myself personally, I went digging to find context for myself because the man said he was joking. I wanted to see, am I missing the joke? So I located the original episode of T.I.'s Expeditiously where this viral clip came from, and this was over 2 years ago, but this entire discussion was based around 50 Cent trolling T.I. during the time where they're going back and forth about possibly doing a versus, and 50 posted T.I.'s Crime Stoppers video. Now T.I. joked about not wanting to do this video but being backed into a corner with this being the most important part of his plea agreement with law enforcement.
So I told him I ain't doing no cooperation, that shit off the table. Y'all can't talk to me about that. But everything else I want to see it. So they came to me, they said, shit, we got a deal. I think it's a good one. I think you might like it. I said, well, what is it? And then they say, it's about community service, helping the community, and stopping kids from making the mistakes that could send them down the path that you was on. I said, okay. But then when I get to, that's them telling me, but then I get to reading it, and it says, an example to work with law enforcement. I said, ho, I ain't working with no more. I ain't trying. I said no cooperation. I'm like, man, fuck. And that's a year and a day. And I'm like, and if not, then what? He's like, well, shit, then we got to goddamn answer about why you was the only one who had your fingerprint to get in them goddamn, and we got to answer that in a jury trial. And I mean, I don't know. I don't And it was like, and he said straight up, I can get you off all the guns in the car. The guns in the car ain't no problem. You beat that. But the guns at the house and how you was the only one using your fingerprint that is on documentation, your fingerprint to get in and out, access. Your fingerprint opening the thing shows at least constructive possession. Damn. And right now they only have you charged with, they hadn't necessarily charged you with every gun that you have. So I'm just telling you, if they offer you a guaranteed year and a day where you do not have, and all you have to do is complete 1,000 hours of community service, talking to kids, which you've been already doing.
Anyway, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for real, like, I can't find a better deal than this. I was out for maybe about 16 months while I was releasing Paper Trail and getting my all my community service hours.
Redemption tour.
All that shit. Yeah, the redemption tour. Doing Road to Redemption and all that shit. I was out about 16 months. And goddamn, I swear to God, the very last day, it was just like, man, listen, this is the only thing you had to do. And if you do not do this, then all of your community service is out the window. All of your plea agreement is out the window.
They said they was gonna throw all that shit out the window.
Yeah. This was in the agreement. I had to do it.
So if you don't do one commercial, they throw all the other shit out.
The window. But anyway, all that. And not to mention, I'm out on $3 million bond. I got $3 million of my money tied up.
Man, that's bullshit.
They gonna forfeit my bond, take my $3 million. If I don't do this motherfucking 30-second commercial. I say, man, look, bro, I ain't finna stand in front of no police station. I ain't standing in front of no police. I ain't doing none of that. Man, just me and the camera. That's it. That's it. Just me and the camera. They say, well, if you're not gonna stand in front of the police, what they say, well, either you can stand in front of the police and do it how they say it and say whatever you want to say, or you can stand just you and the camera and say what they got on this paper. So me, myself, personally,
Bad move.
I felt it was better to have just me and the camera saying whatever I had to say on the paper.
Facts.
Rather than stand in front of the police and say whatever I want to say. I just thought that was a better.
I can dig it.
So I'm not really ashamed of that.
Yes, sir.
I ain't ashamed of that.
Now, while driving the point that he has never put anyone in jail by speaking to law enforcement, he then caught himself and cut to a story about his cousin, Toot.
I did not tell, I have not ever told any kind of information to any form of law enforcement that can get any man, woman, or child, whether innocent or guilty, criminal or citizen, that could get them any time for any crime. Sir, did you see such and such and such, do such and such and such? Oh, wait a minute. Only time. The only time. All right, so me and my cousin Toot. My cousin Toot, God rest his soul. We had a little hustle we were running. He had like freight trains and truckloads of Banana Republic and J. Crew, like white folk, like, you know, office clothes.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah.
And Gap and shit. And we'll get it and we'll be going around selling that shit for half price, blah, blah, blah. They were like before I'm serious dropping like 2,000. Now, we in Lenox Mall parking lot. Police security. I mean, not police, but mall security. And you know, we did them like some, you know, like mall cop. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, man, I'll see you later. And then we get in the car, we pull off. And then, of course, you know, they follow behind us, calling the real police. And so before we actually get on the expressway, the real police pull us over. They pull us over, I have a gun. When we got pulled over, they couldn't hit us because they thought we had stole these clothes from the mall.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't steal out no motherfucking mall, chump.
Nigga.
And while they searching there, they found the tools. And then they started saying, well, what about this? Where's my lawyer? And so we caught those gun cases. 2 died, and my lawyer said, "Well, I can make everything go away if it was Toot, if it was Tramel's." And I had a talk with Toot.
And what Toot said?
Posthumously?
Yeah. After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
And what Toot say?
Toot said, "I take all the charges you got. If you can walk away free and put it on me, goddamn right. Cause I'd be damned if they gonna come and motherfucking extradite me from here. If they can come get me from here and serve me a warrant, they doing damn good."
So is that what boys giving you shit about because you put it on?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
Nah. Don't nobody even know about that. I just volunteered this. Don't nobody even know about that. I'm just being honest.
I can dig it.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
That's the only time
That you.
I done never said or gave no information about nobody, because that's my cousin, my big cousin. He was dead, and he told me that it was okay.
Now, within this clip, T.I. did say he was being honest about the situation, but he did continue to speak on a scenario that was impossible with him speaking to his cousin due to, him being dead. But he said he asked permission from his dead cousin to tell the cops that the gun was his, and his cousin gave him permission. So, of course, that can't be true right there. But the conversation that Tip described on the interview with the real trapper had to happen off the record and then led to this supposedly created scenario. So all in all, my opinion, it don't hold much weight because I'm a civilian. I'm gonna keep it G. But I must say, in context, that wasn't a great delivery for a joke, my boy. Like, it seemed like a true story up until the point where he said he spoke to his cousin. Now, I know T.I. is trying to do comedy lately, but this is a clear indication that he needed to sharpen them damn skills up. That shit was trash. That was an ass joke. But at this point, I'm wondering what Boosie's response will be to this information, and will it be enough for him to get back in the studio to release that joint album with Tip? Nah, but what y'all think? Y'all think he was really joking about the situation, or is that him cleaning it up? But if that paperwork say what the paperwork say he said to say, then it is what it is. He didn't tell on his cousin if that's what it says. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna go and get up out of here though. It's your boy Stacy. Yo.